Hello and welcome to another Arkeys video and to a short follow-up on the current time trial challenge in the Honda Civic Type R touring car at Lago Maggiore. And the reason why I thought it was worth doing this follow-up video is that since doing the time trial on the first day, releasing my first impressions video, I have been watching some lap guides, I have been studying some leaderboard replays, and most of all I have been chatting with other members of the GT7 community and think I have learned a lot more about how to handle this car on this track. So let's have a deeper look into this one. So this is me in the white car on the right, and we've got Ari in the black car on the left. And the first small mistake I'm doing is that coming out of this first corner I am a bit too early on 100% throttle, so I am getting some almost unnoticeable wheel spin on the exit, and that is going to cost you some time, but we are still sort of keeping up, but Ari is pulling away already. Now we are coming in towards the S's, and you can see Ari is using a tiny bit more track width on the entry. I am downshifting a bit earlier than Ari, but I need that earlier downshift to get the rear to swing out. These quick directional changes can be tricky on the controller. Not that it's going to be an excuse, but I find it tricky. Now this corner, and for some strange reason I was staying in fourth gear, and I think it's the only time I've stayed in fourth gear, but it was the fastest lap for me at this point. But I could also see that I had done this split time better than I'm doing on this run. Now we are coming into this corner, and I am doing just as Ari, going up to fourth gear on the exit, trying to widen the line into this. You have to lift as you go onto that inside because it is rather bumpy. Now around the final corners I am aiming to get the car as close to the left hand side, really being on the edge of a track limit at the end of that curve, so you have got maximum space to swing the car back over to the right. And once again, be careful with that invisible wheel spin. This is going to be a 127.807, and now we are going to continue because I got some further improvements. So now we are going to look at what is almost my fastest attempt. I've actually managed to go slightly faster on another account. But let's go and have a look at the gameplay from that run. And the tricky thing about turn 1 is that you have to really make a late apex, and you're also coming over a slight crest. So don't brake too late, but don't brake too early either. Just find the right amount where you can get off the brake, adjust the line, and get as straight a line out of there as possible. Still be aware of that invisible wheel spin. Now we are coming down towards the S's, and there you really have to be ahead of where you want the car to go, because it's when you release the brake you get the direction change. And once I get the car to turn, I'm just letting it coast, let it settle itself, and also a small lift to get the car back over to the left, and a downshift and a lift, letting the car find the line. Just really be careful and not getting too early on the power, you will end up in the wall. And downhill at a weird angle, this is a tricky one. I am trying to release the brake gradually to get the car to turn in and up to fourth gear as early as I dare, just hoping the car will stay on the track on the exit up the hill. And this is going to be a better split time than in the previous run, so we are up for an improvement on this one. Now for this corner, same thing, getting the car slowed down, now coasting into the corner and aiming for the end of the curve as I go up to fourth gear. Now a small lift coming into this inside because it is a bumpy inside, and now the final corners once again down to second gear and just coasting around, waiting for the car to find some grip, aiming for the very most inside part of the end of the curve there, so I've got maximum room to swing the car back over. Be careful with the wheel spin on the exit, and we are going to go across the line in a 127.6 675, and after I started to put this video together, I got another account down to a low 127.6, so a tiny bit faster. I think it was worth putting together a small video on these final improvements on this one, and from now on I am going to change it slightly with my first impressions video, because I'm going to release them a bit later and then add a bit more improvements, as I think it will make some better videos. But anyway, that is going to be all from me for now, so thanks for watching and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.